Welcome to another episode of He Said, She Said. I'm John.
I'm April.
And tonight, coming straight from the inbox, first question is...
How do you communicate with a person to make your relationship grow?
What stage are we talking about? All right, let's just assume that we're talking about somebody at a date.
Dating, getting to know, or just in general. She or he did not specify.
Well, are you playing the game? I mean...
A real solid relationship. You're not playing any games.
And would you want to ask all your questions up front? Like, not to say that you pressing it or anything, but isn't that stuff you want to know up front?
Like what? I mean, to make it grow. When you first meet somebody, everything is kind of like fun, and you put in your representative out, so you don't really get to know that person. Yeah, that's the nice way of saying that. But when you first start dating somebody, you got your church clothes on, you got your best face out there. You're not going to say, "Oh yeah, I had 3 wives and 4 kids, and I don't have a job." You're gonna be creative. So I would guess it's like when, you pretty much kind of know them, but you don't know them, and you kind of want to take it to another level. I guess this person wanted to know.
Okay, so what you would ask is, first, is your goals.
Yeah.
Once you let the facade down, and I told you this, I was lying. So.
Well, I think it's hard to keep a facade. I always, when I was single, it was funny because a lot of people didn't even make it to the 3rd date. Because by the 3rd date, it's pretty hard to keep that facade up. The 1st date, oh, that's easy. You just checking each other out. You being suave, you being cute. But in that 2nd one, you're gonna have to have a real conversation. And by that 3rd one, you can either figure out they're an idiot. You can kind of figure out, you just can figure out like what's going on with them. So yeah. Again, she wants to know what questions would you ask, like as a dude, what questions do you ask a girl when you feeling her and you want to know if you want to make her, maybe somebody who is going to be on the roster for a while.
Oh, in rotation.
Not rotation, Sonny. Why do you keep on thinking, no, a
All
relationship?
Right. So, relationship-wise, what I would ask is, what's your 5-year goals? What's your 10-year goals? How do you view everything that's important to you is what you want to ask them. Like, how do you view family? How do you view religion? All the stuff that you might need to go to the next level. Like, how do you do your finances and stuff? I mean, not to try to pry too early, but you want to try to get an idea of what type of person you are with money, because that plays an important part of the relationship. All the stuff that I'm naming really was important to me. You got to figure out what's important to you. Like,
I would say I was kind of the master of asking questions and not really being direct, wasn't I? And when I say that...
Fishing.
Yeah, you fish. Because if you be direct and say, okay, so do you want to get married? If you ask that question and you a woman, 9 times out of 10, that man's going to say...
Nah.
Yeah, I want to get married. I might want to have kids one day, and they really don't. So...
Oh, so then the facade is still up.
You don't know if you're dealing with a real one or not. So you have to, I'm going to go biblically on this. Like, guard your heart. Be smart. You can't, a lot of people, especially women, we throw it all out on the table. And then we like, well, why did they run away? You gave away too much too soon.
Yeah.
And men don't. Men are the masters of not giving away anything. If you don't ask the right questions, you ain't getting the answer you want.
She telling you the truth.
So, in my opinion, if you want to know that he's a family man or how he relates to women, you kind of ask about his ex-girlfriends, his mom, how he relates, how he speaks of them. It kind of gives you an idea of who they are, how they think. Kind of ask questions like that. Yeah. Like if I had an issue with a family member or men in general, and he would just ask me, so, your mom and your dad, how long was it together? And I'll say something snide like, men ain't, then he know, okay.
Oh, red flag.
Yeah. Little questions that give you red flags and to kind of know what kind of person you're dealing with. But if you always asking them a direct question, you're giving them time to dance around and give you the answer that they think they need. And pretty much a lot of times when you are feeling somebody, they're looking good, they're smelling good, and you think they're the one, a lot of people don't want to have conversations where they might get alienated because they're feeling them on a physical level.
We just talked about that the other night.
What?
About people wrapping their whole relationship up with just sex.
But at the end of the day, we get old. Things break down. They might just have that good trick for 6 months, and then now you stuck with this person you can't even stand. Don't even like them like that no more. But you caught up because they was good that first. You know what I'm saying? Like the first round. So it's important to know if you would even want to be around that person. Do y'all have the same kind of views? But don't make her or him feel like you want an interview, a job interview. It has to be like a genuine conversation. But ask some key questions to kind of get an idea of who it is you're dealing with. I would ask about their family. I would ask about, if they have kids, how often they see their kids, if he has a baby mother, how's your relationship with her. A lot of times when you put them at ease, a lot of people, men and women, they'll kind of give more than what they expect to give. But if you sitting there and you like, so, they already know. Like when you're trying to get that job, you already know exactly what to say. You know what they want to hear, so you say it. That's how I think of it.
Observe behavior. A lot of questions don't really need to be asked just by observing stuff.
Yeah.
If you say it's a person you just met, hang around them till you feel like you know them, then just start noticing stuff. I don't mean like snoop noticing, like snoop around, but just pay attention, like how they interact with kids. Because a lot of people tell you stuff, what they want you to know, or what they want you to think about them, and do something totally different. Like when we first met, you could swear I hated kids.
No, if I thought you hated kids, you would have not even talked to me on the phone. Because I have kids.
A lot of kids. A lot of people skate around that because,
No, for me, and ladies, this is my pet peeve. I know I'm going off the subject of what this person wanted to know. I hope I answered the question, or one of the questions. Ladies, stop introducing men you're interested in to your kids so soon. Even though Sonny worked at an environment where my kids have saw him before, I was not comfortable for a minute introducing him to my kids as my guy.
Her guy.
Yeah. So many women that I come in contact with and know the girl, especially when you got girls, and I'm gonna say boys too because you're teaching them how women are, and all women aren't like that. Be very, 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 very picky about who you have your kids around. Yeah. And be honest, you looking crazy to the guy when you introducing them to your kids and y'all only been like kicking it for like a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. They're like, why are we doing family dinners? And I just met you. You don't know if they're crazy. You don't know if they do illegal activities. You don't know if they're pedophiles. Be very just careful. And not only that, even a solid dude is gonna look at you like, this woman, she's not on her business because as a mother,
take her and her kid out to eat.
Funny story. Do you remember when me and you were just friends? Mm-hmm. And we just had left with my girlfriend going somewhere, and you had a date, and we dropped you off, and the young lady.
I had my own car.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, of course he did. But anyway, and the young lady wanted you to go on a movie date with her and her son.
No, it was just her.
You were saying something about.
But no, it wasn't her. But somebody else wanted me to go on a date with them and their son. And
yeah. You looking crazy. I know, we all, if you don't have a good father figure in your children's life, you want that. But auditioning dudes that you just meeting off the bat for, you looking crazy. They gonna run. Even if they good, even if they shady, they looking at you like, and if they are not right, they like, Yahtzee, got them. You know what I'm saying? If they like crazy or a pedophile, they like, I got them. So just be leaning at that. I mean, especially in this day and age with the trafficking and people harming kids, do not introduce. Be very, very, very particular about who you introduce and who you have your kids around. Period. The second question was, should you have a plan mentally while you're in a relationship or just go with the flow? I said this in the earlier video. I think it was our first video. Women need to stop just going. When you meet somebody, of course you can't say, oh, this is going to be the man I'm going to marry. But if you are in a relationship, y'all took it past the dating and getting to know each other, and y'all are moving forward with trying to be serious, you got to have the conversations that you might not want to have. You got to be honest. You got to be upfront. Not scary, not desperate. But to say, look, if you want to get married, tell them, I don't want to get married tomorrow. But eventually, I just don't want to be out here just dating people. If you just want to be a little, I call you on Saturday night, friend. Be honest. I'm not looking for nothing serious. I'm just looking for a Saturday night friend. You understand what I'm saying?
Now, on the reverse end of that, if someone tells you this, take
Especially a
heed
man.
to what they say.
Just because
take
they
heed
act.
to the answer that you get back.
Yeah.
Because some people will be like, oh, I'm looking to get married. Not today, not tomorrow. Yeah, me too. And that's all as far as the conversation goes. Then 3-4 months later, you break up. Then 4-5 months later, he married somebody else. He didn't say he wanted to get married with you. But you got the ass later on down the line. Maybe you're like, is this still what we're working toward? I just want to make sure, relationship check, whatever.
Yeah.
Same thing. If it's just a booty call, because some dudes, I don't know why, be wanting to change it up. If it's
What
a booty call,
mean?
like I done met some dudes that pulled I call it the strip club song. And the reason why is because it's just certain things you don't do. But anyway, they'll be like, the girl will be like, you know what, this is just a creep thing. Just, just me.
Y'all got a man. Yeah.
I can change your mind. Nigga, why? Keep it the way it is. Too, women do it too, and to whoever does that, because that's the thing when dudes get hurt, they don't really try to let it be known. Women let that shit be known, and then it comes out that he told you from the get-go what it was. Take heed to that stuff. A lot of people, 99.9% of the people, honestly, you're not changing their mind.
I'm going to say this, though. It's really, really hard for anybody, unless you are just really emotionally detached person, to deal with somebody for months and months and months and months and months and months and not feel in a way that you and them have something together.
Okay.
I would even go as far, even if somebody was like a prostitute and they had a steady client every week. Mm-hmm. If that John, not you, but if that client goes and find another prostitute to deal with and doesn't contact her no more, and she finds out it's somebody that she knows, she gonna be in her feelings a little bit because she thought that they had an understanding.
Because you in your feelings. That's the same thing as saying you a beautician. Mm-hmm. So if somebody been coming to you for years and years and years getting their hair done, you feel you got this repertoire, and they go to somebody else that you know and you find out about it. How do you feel?
A lot. Almost every stylist, even though they say, it's your money, you do what you want to. If you have a stylist, if you have a client that you have been with for years and years and years and years and years and years, and all of a sudden they just switch up, and they don't switch up because it's something that you don't do or can't do, they just want to go try something else, you're going to feel kind of something funny. But professionally, I know that in this business that I am in, it's going to happen.
Mm. Same thing with relationships, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
You talking about like a situation?
Because I mean, a situationship is just that. A situationship is like business is business. A situationship is a situationship.
But we living in this era where side chicks don't know their place. Side chicks don't know their place. Men letting side chicks think that they're the main ones.
One, if y'all not in a relationship, they don't have a side piece. Because there's no sides. It's straight down the middle. You in the middle with everybody else. You not on the side.
Yeah.
The main in the middle. If there's no main and you on the side and you on the side, it's just the middle because they going down the whole line.
I really think it's a sad situation when you see beautiful, smart women demoralize themselves and are willing to basically have a fight, usually over a person that is not even worth it.
Okay.
I'm the main one. No, you're the main one. No, y'all are just the fools, and he's just the happy guy with the stiff sore. But anyway, next question. Knowing women are emotional creatures, should women think or act like a man in order to protect their emotions? Steve Harvey has a lot of women messed up. That think like a man, act like a woman book and movie got women thinking like, oh, you just on the hit list and all this mess. I'm going to say this. You're a woman. You can be a smart woman or you can be a dumb woman. In no way can you ever think on the level that a man thinks. So why try? It's just a difference from being a smart woman and a naive woman. It's a difference from being guarding your heart and not being emotionally unstable and not guarding your heart. That's pretty much it. That's why biblically they say guard your heart, because everything flows through it. We give men our heart way too soon.
I'll agree to that.
Yeah.
Does that answer your question? If not, guard your heart. Don't think like a man when you do it, because men, 9 times out of 10, men become attached after the woman. Most men love harder, but you become attached later, I should say.
Why you say men love harder?
Men love harder.
You say that a lot.
I do, because I love you. My soul.
Boy, bye. But you do say that. You was like, nah, you think you love me more. I love you more.
Yeah.
Well, why you feel that way?
Because most men are not verbal with saying that I love you.
No.
You may be in the beginning, and again, that's part of the facade, but I mean, for somebody that I love, I don't have to tell you.
I think, for me, you know, my love language, you can say it till you blue in the face. I'm kind of like, weigh my actions. If your actions don't line up with what you say, you just lying to me.
Right.
So yeah, I'm really big, and I'm gonna say this: when a man is really into you, you'll know because they'll be interested in you, they'll want to pour into you, and they'll watch you. And when I say when they watch you, like they'll anticipate. All of a sudden, like I knew I had Sonny. When he knew, he started watching me, and I didn't have to tell him what I liked, how I liked it. He knew. That means he was paying attention. If a man is paying attention and he want to anticipate your needs, he's digging you.
Yeah. So that means when he start moving different. Not to be confused with how y'all like to say, I don't know what's wrong with you. You're moving different. Not that type of different. The good type of moving different to where, like, I may lean over and do this. Because I know how she may be feeling. It's just different. So, don't think like a man. Guard your feelings. Fierce conversations will get you far in a relationship. And gut check. Every so often in relationships, is this still what we doing? I'm not asking to change. I'm just trying to make sure. Is this the goal? Are we working towards marriage? Are you one of those people that jump the head? Like I know some people that just, oh yeah, I got a girlfriend on Monday.
Yeah.
Thursday, y'all done moved in together.
Well, I don't think people want to date no more.
Saturday, you mad because you find out he snoring.
Yeah, people don't
Sunday,
drink no more.
you mad because you find out she put the toilet paper to roll under instead of over like your mama used to do for you. Just simple stuff. Stuff you should have found out before y'all moved in together. Take your time. If marriage is the goal, you're going to be together for the rest of your life, hopefully. Take your time. Make the memories to make it work.
I agree.
All right. Hot topic?
What's the hot topic? Transgender?
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot where I read it at, but there's this transgender scenario that has transpired. This woman, she is a transgendered woman, and she's also an athlete. Well, from the story that I read, she was able to wrestle as a woman on a woman's wrestling team. And I don't think it's fair, but some of the transgender community thinks because they identify as a biological woman that they should be treated as such in every aspect.
No. I identify as rich. I'm not. They're not going to treat me as I'm rich.
Yeah,
I mean, it is what it is. I'm all for equal rights. I believe they got their own Special Olympics. I'm even so far as to say if a man identifies with a woman and wants to call himself transgender, you can wrestle with the dudes because you was born a dude. They're wrestling as what they were born as. If the world's going to make it to where you got to be so specific about how you word stuff.
We're trying to be too politically correct.
I
We're
mean,
getting soft.
That's kind of redundant. Because then it won't stop anywhere. Next thing you know, a dude that identifies as a woman goes to compete with something that a woman can just totally dominate him in, and maybe something. It's just a lot of stuff that just don't make sense. That's like a man that was born a man now identifies as a woman, pre-op transsexual, fighting Ronda Rousey. So now you talking about maybe a dude built like Mike Tyson fighting Ronda Rousey.
Because the genitalia
But
is different.
there's more. Here's the kicker. He lose. So now you talking about, well, now he wants to sue because it was unfair. Man, draw the line somewhere. Let it go. Damn, let it go.
Well, I think with how everything is going, they're going to have a specific type of sports. You know, like how we have women's basketball, men's basketball. Maybe we can have a transgendered, male, a transgendered woman, or however you identify. Because D.L. Hughley, I listened to him on one night, and he said something that was profound to me when they were saying something about this topic. Also, at the end of the day, when we all are dead and gone, no matter if I'm transgender, you a male, identifying as a woman, I'm a woman identifying as a man, they're going to look at the biological makeup of my hips and how I am made and said, oh, this person was a man, this person's a woman. I have no issue with anybody wanting to be anybody. If you don't even want to be called a man or a woman, that's cool. I always think whatever you want to do, whatever you want to be happy, you do it. But it's a very iffy situation when you want people to accept you totally, biologically, that way. It's not so. I don't agree when people call transgender women men or he or she. I think that's the most rudest thing you can do. If that person wants to be identified as a woman, respect that person and identify with them as a woman. I'll call you that. If you want to change your name, change your name. But it's not fair to people who are professionally training in sports and things like that and dominating them because of your makeup. It's genetics. It's chemistry. You can't change that. And that's it. That's all we got for tonight. Y'all be blessed.
Bye.